everyone, it's Cyril or LavilyDay here with a wine and dollies video. Yes, I know I said that I wasn't going to do wine and dollies anymore. That was quite a while ago, and I think I said that I would do monthly favorite videos instead, and as you can probably tell, that didn't happen. I mean, I had full intentions of doing that, it just didn't really work out. I thought about it and figured that actually it's probably not the most realistic thing for me to do, since I upload on a weekly schedule and that's on Sundays, and Sundays don't always line up with the end of a month. Sometimes it works, sometimes it won't, and what would end up happening is that I would miss the end of a month, or I'd end up needing to do an additional video just for the monthly favorites. And then what happens when there's a month where I don't actually discover new stuff, or I don't buy new stuff, or I do buy new stuff and it doesn't arrive? So yeah, I kind of just didn't do it. So I'm sorry if anyone liked the idea of those. I might still do monthly favorite videos at some point in future. I can't imagine they would actually be monthly, but yeah, who knows. So the reason I'm sitting here for a wine and dollies right now is because I can't think of anything else to do this weekend. Well, that's a lie. There are things I can do, but I'm homesick at the moment. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. My head is killing me and I can't really bring myself to do much else. So yeah, I've got a few things to talk about and figured a wine and dollies would be better than nothing. I went and picked up a Red Bull from the service station. I justify it in that I am sick and I deserve the full sugar right now. I'm otherwise trying to cut these sort of drinks out, and I just go no sugar drinks otherwise, but I'm sick and I'm filming drinks and dollies, so yeah, that's my lame excuse. So I have this, and I have some updates to talk about, that and other random rambly stuff. Yeah, this is going to be an unscripted, unfiltered, sick, zero rambly video, so strap yourselves in. The other reason I thought that a wine and dollies video would be a good idea is because Piggy's giveaway has finally ended. So I've got all of the entries now, I've put them all on a Google Doc. I would be printing them off at work today, except I'm not at work obviously. But yeah, so I'll print them off tomorrow. I'll cut them all up evenly with a guillotine so it's fair, and I'll put them in the hat and draw them out. I will film it. It will be at the end of this video. Obviously I'm not actually going to do it right now, but for you watching it will be at the end of this video. I'll just edit it onto the end. Stick around for that. I think I had about 104. I honestly can't remember. I'll put the number down here somewhere. I had quite a few entries, which was awesome. Thank you to everyone who entered. It was really nice reading your comments about your favorite videos of mine. It really surprised me in some cases what ones you picked. It made me realize that I should probably revisit some things on here, so thank you for that. Related, unrelated, I did think of filming a Q&A video to announce the giveaway winner on, but I started looking through the questions that you guys gave me on a community post quite a while back now, and it seemed like too much work for my sick brain. It'll happen, just give me time. I did manage to sit down and film a story video earlier today. I don't know how I did it, but I did. I've already edited it and it sits at about 10 minutes long, so that is double the length of my normal story video. So if you're someone who is enjoying those, definitely look forward to that one. It should be a goodie. I'm thinking I will release it partway through next week. I would put it on a Sunday, and I would do it this Sunday to save myself from, you know, having to do more while sick. But I don't want to subject people who aren't interested in my story to that video, if that makes sense. I completely understand that it is a different thing that most of you aren't here for, so yeah. But if you are, then you'll get an extra video next week. Onto the dolly news though. So a while ago I ordered some glass eyes because my Jury 05 head has really big eye holes, and none of the eyes I have even come remotely close to fitting her. My Jury 04 or 06, no, my Jury 06 does have some eyes, but are definitely not ones I intend for her to keep in In fact, she's right here. I can probably pull her out. I put her on my Jerry 05's body and I didn't really change the clothes properly. The reason I put her on this body was because my parents were coming around, and in case they came up and saw my dolls all sitting here, I wanted to make sure that they were at least dressed or complete. My other Jerry head was on here, and I mean, she's the one who I do intend to have this body. She's eyeless and wigless, and well, I guess I could have put this wig on her. I think I did, I can't remember, but point is she had no eyes and no face up, and she was looking a tad weird as far as that's concerned, and to someone who is not familiar with that site, it could be a bit unsettling. It could start a conversation that I wasn't prepared to have, so I put her head on, but her head, that was an earthquake, I think. Oh my gosh. It's like waiting for it to do something else. Can it not, please? I'm not okay with this. Okay, I'm gonna just try and keep going, but I'm hoping that showed up on camera, otherwise I'm just gonna look crazy. But yeah, I took her head off because she just has a big hole and there's no neck donut thing to help it stay on, so she's literally just sitting on there bobble-headed, but I figured that it would look better than nothing. So yeah, her eyes don't fit her eye holes properly. I'm still shaking, oh my gosh. Yeah, so they don't fit properly, but they're literally better than nothing. So yeah, my whole eye situation with my dolls is very sad, and I figured I should probably buy some. So I did. I got some 18 or 20 mils, I can't remember. And I also picked up some eyes for my little rebel Andre head, who I hadn't received yet. My little rebel Andre arrived, and he's still up here. Also, I've sealed him, but I haven't, I obviously haven't done a face up on him. Yeah, so he arrived, then the eyes arrived, and the eyes for the jury fit really nicely. This is them here. They are 20 millimeters actually, so can't remember what I said, but yeah, that's how big they are. They're kind of pinky. I have a style in mind for her. I'm thinking a pastel goth type thing would be really sweet, especially since what I like about the Jury 05 is how kind of cute and innocent she looks. But in saying that, I, from history and from experience, don't tend to want to stick with a straight up pink cutesy style. I tried that with Claire and it really just wasn't working for me. I see other people's dolls with that style, but I just personally can't do it. But I really did want my Jury to have something like that. So I made a sim of her actually, and I'll see if I can put a picture here where she is pastel-y but not at the same time, although she definitely is pastel-y. But anyway, so these are the eyes here. I'm not sure how well they're gonna show up. They're a pinky reddy color, and these eyeballs are friggin' huge. They're by far the biggest eyeballs I have for my dolls. And in contrast to that, the eyes I got for my little rebel Andre, which are 12 millimeter, are tiny. They are too small. They can't do it. They don't work. They're probably going to be a better bet for Piggy, which I could do, but I also paid a reasonable amount for these. I mean, not really. The site in general was really good value as far as custom made eyes go, and I selected low domes. They have that as an option, and they make things to order. The customer service was next level as well. I really should mention that. You email them what you were interested in ordering. They got back to me really quick, and when I said, oh, I actually wasn't expecting them to reply so quickly, and when they did, I wasn't prepared to pay straight away. I contacted them on a Friday night, and I was thinking that by the time they get back to me, it's going to be Monday, which is when I get paid, and then I can pay. They replied straight away, pretty much, and they were really cool with it. They're like, oh yes, sweet as, we can wait until you're ready. They checked up on me on the Monday, like I'd said, but in a really nice way. It said, oh yeah, we'll include some free eyelashes with your order. And on the website, it says too that they don't don't start making your eyes until you've paid, obviously, and placed the order, which makes total sense. But they said in the email that they would start making the eyes, and doesn't matter if I haven't paid yet, they're gonna start making them anyway, and just to let them know when I've sent the PayPal money through. It almost seemed too good to be true in the back of my mind, thinking, is this an elaborate scam? Like, they're so nice and their customer service is so insanely kind and just next level that it's too good to be true. But it wasn't, and the eyes arrived, and these are really tiny. They don't work in my dolls at all. So yeah, I mean, I did order them before my Andre was here, so I went off what people were saying online about what size would work, and people were saying that 12mm would be good, but the thing is, everyone does 12mm slightly differently. Yeah, there are always discrepancies between different eye makers. Unfortunately, it just means that these are now useless to me, but yeah, oh well, I'm sure they'll come in handy for something someday. My heart's still racing from that bloody earthquake. Oh, I'm like over in my little study nook too, and there's a bridge right there. I mean, not that the bridge is going to fall or anything, it's pretty sturdy, but I don't feel the most secure where I am right now, but I also can't be bothered moving, and there's a motorbike outside. It's being really rude. What else? Oh yeah, so the other day, I actually think it was when my little rebel Andre arrived, and I was posing him on Lee's body for the thumbnail. I had him in one of the jackets, and I was being a bit, I was rushing, let's just say that. I wasn't being as careful as I could be, and I moved Lee's arm and I heard a crack, and instantly I knew what it was. So in case you're not aware, I mean, he's fine, let's preface this with he's fine. It's a known thing with the April Story body, but their elbow joints, I'll show you this one. On the elbow joint, it's a very square bit here, and as you can probably realize, when you bend it, this point of that square edge catches, and it's fine, it works, it stops it here, but when you move the joint around, I don't know if this is showing it properly at all, but like that bit catches, and it's a known weak point on the April Story body. I've seen pictures and accounts from other people saying that this bit is known to chip off, and when I was playing around with his elbow and I heard a crack, I knew that's what it was. So this is the normal one, and you can see, or maybe you can't see, I don't know, but it's flush-ish along there, and on the other side one of the bits has a gap there now, and that's because that bit chipped off and I sanded it down. I did a very haphazard job. I still need to go back in there to tidy it up a bit, but I mean, it's not bad, and if anything, it's better now in my mind. It's not going to catch there, and I honestly feel like sanding off that square edge from all four, or the other three parts of his elbow joints. They're really just a break waiting to happen. It was something I knew about beforehand, which thankfully meant that when it happened, I didn't freak out. So if you have an April Story body, I know Jade does, so Jade, if you're watching this, FYI, that is a weak point, and if you are like me and are a bit reckless with the arms, it is a place that could break. Not in a bad way, totally still functional, totally still fine, but it probably would be worth sanding that bit down. Definitely make sure you have a mask on or something if you do any type of sanding or anything on a resin doll. Other than that, Lee's been pretty good. He's got his hat back from B, although he doesn't have his scarf. B's still sitting there with his scarf on, and I took his coat off because I wanted to show you his arm, and he's showing a lot of his chest right now, which I wouldn't say is necessarily in character for him, but I'm enjoying it, so he's gonna stay like that, at least for now. In case any of you have been wondering too, Millie is still back here without a face up, and she's actually sitting here with no eyes either. Since I did her tattoos and sealed her body, I haven't done anything with her, partially out of an inability to do so with the weather, and also because I've been super lazy. The only reason she has clothes is because, as I said before, my parents came round and having a completely naked doll just chilling on my bookshelf out of context was not something I felt like having to explain. Yeah, she is eyeless and face-upless, and I will get around to it. She's also no longer sueded now, so you can really see how like kicky her head is, and her hair's just everywhere. But her tattoos are still great. She's just a bit neglected right now, which I do feel bad about. I will get to it. It's just winter and it's cold and I'm busy and excuses, you know. There are a few other face-ups and things I need to do as well, between her and my little rebel Andre, and then my Jury 05, who I do definitely want to do something for, and then my Jury 05's body, which the other jury's on. I need to blush it because I've decided I really like the colouring of my Jury 05. Actually, I'll pull her down so you can see. So she is old, she is yellowed, but I really like the skin tone, even though it would make more sense to match this to the body than the body to her. The body is very yellow. April Story resin tends to do that from the two bodies I have. Not a bad thing, it is what it is. I'm not really too bothered by it, but I like this tone better, and I feel like it would be a real shame to lose it. So that's another thing I need to do. I'm not sure what will come first. It will literally come down to what I feel like at the time. Whatever I do, I will record it and upload it for you guys to see. Another doll awaiting something, I guess, is the April Story Diana that came on the body that my Jury 05 is going to be on, or the one that my Jury 06 is on at the moment. I have no intentions of keeping this head. I was going to give her away for my birthday, but I missed that boat. I could sell her blank. She does need a bit of a clean. I figured I might as well do a face up on her. I mean, it's always weird if people are selling dolls with face-ups, because more often than not, people want to buy dolls to be a certain character and they have something in mind, and any prior face-up or like existing face-up isn't going to match their vision, so they end up wiping it anyway, and therefore there's really no point having a face-up on there. I can't imagine I would get much for her anyway. I don't really want or expect to get that much from her. I got her for her body. I'm not out to make a profit. So I thought, well, if I give her a face up, maybe there will be someone out there who might be slightly more inclined to get her, and it will at the very least show something that she's capable of. I definitely don't think I would add any extra to her value or her price with the face up. So yeah, but it's still another thing that I have to do. She is SD size, although she's definitely a less mature sculpt, at least as far as I can tell. Maybe it's just because she's blank in the way that I'm seeing her now, where like I can't picture a mature character from this head, but who knows what'll happen when I give her a face up, if I ever get around to it. And maybe I'll just give her away. So yeah, let me know if you would be interested in winning this head. Maybe it'll be a Christmas giveaway. That's probably an attainable time frame for me at this point. Another cool thing that I think is really worth mentioning, a friend of mine who is also named Sarah found a pair of those light up shoes, the ones that Ava is still wearing. Oh, they do show up on my camera, that's good. They weren't showing up when I originally did the video with my ring light, but I guess it is dimmer then and there's light behind me, but yeah, besides the point. So there's a really cool pair of these that is pink with wings, and those ones weren't in the store that I went to. As it was, I bought all of the options that were there. I was really gutted when I went online afterwards and saw that there were these really badass pink ones with wings, and you can't order them online anyway. I was pretty devastated about that because I saw them and I thought, yes, those will be perfect for Ava. So naturally, when people asked me online if I had them, I said no and explained that I was hoping to find them. And then along comes Sarah and she says that if she finds them, she'll pick them up for me. Yeah, and then it ended up being on my birthday. I don't think you realize this, Sarah, if you are watching this video, but you messaged me or you made the post on on my birthday that you had found a pair of the pink ones and that you would send them to me. I had full intentions of paying for them and sorting out shipping and all that, but Sarah, being the super kind and generous person she is, just said that she would send them free of charge, so that is awesome. And I need to check my PO box because it's possible that they are there. If not now, they'll be there pretty soon, so that will be cool. I'll definitely have to make a post on Instagram when they come in. Maybe I'll put a picture on my community tab too so you guys can see them because they're awesome. A lot of people have been asking about Ava recently too, I guess because she was in that last video of mine, and yeah, I mean it always comes up, but she is very cute and she is a Comey baby doll peridot head on a leak art body, so yeah. But if you ever are curious about any of my dolls, by the way, I do always put a link to all of their stores and whatever in my description. It's a standard chunk that I always copy paste and put there, so yeah, I mean of course I don't mind answering and explaining things in comments too, but if you are curious, that's where they are and they're always there. As you can see as well, B is still in her red panda getup and she's still hugging the panda in the exact same way she was for the video. I just took off her shoes because I realized they were black on the inside and they might mark her, but they didn't. She's completely fine. I still am so glad that I got B. She is just so much fun and she's everything I hoped she would be. And I know a lot of you ask after Miku as well. She is still here. She actually is standing right there next to my computer. I'll see if I can bring her over. She literally just stands next to my computer. Her hair's a bit of a mess because excuses. But she just stands there by my computer and I see her the most while I'm working. So for those of you who think I neglect her, I probably stare at her more than any of my other dolls. I still love her. I just really like her in this outfit. I have changed it a couple of times as you've seen, maybe not. Even though initially I thought that I would mix her up and put her in different clothes and all that, I really just like her so much as default Miku. As lazy as that seems, it's just what I prefer. So yeah, I did take her to a convention with me earlier in the year. It was quite a while ago now, but she does get attention. She has had an outing and that's more than I can say for most of my dolls. Perhaps I will do a pose challenge type video with her, similar to the one I did with B. She's a Dollfie Dream. She's a different type of vinyl doll and who knows, some of you might find that useful. I do think a couple of people actually asked me if I could do that, so yeah, watch this space. Speaking of character related dolls though, I don't really want to be too specific here, and it's very possible that those of you in the know will know what I'm talking about anyway. There is a certain doll who is scheduled to release at the end of this month that I need and I'm gonna get them if I can. The thing is that they are limited and I get like real anxious and real upset every time I think about how hard it's actually going to be for me to get them, because history shows that dolls from this company, new dolls, are released anywhere between midnight and 4 AM my time without any prior warning. So yeah, and then it's a limited doll that has 2 releases. So I mean, those of you who want to figure it out can probably figure it out from this, but there are 2 releases, but that doesn't give me too much confidence because history has shown as well that these limited dolls can sell out in anywhere between 1 minute to 15 minutes to, you know, anything like that. So it's gonna be hard, and from looking online on Facebook groups and everywhere else, there are lots of people who want this doll and I'm just one of many. Who's to say I'll be able to get them? But I'm really hoping, guys. So I know I'm being cryptic, but I don't want to jinx myself. I've already gotten my hopes up to an extreme degree anyway. The thing is as well, this doll, even though it's a licensed doll and it's already a character, I do have intentions of not keeping them that way. If you've been around here for a while, or if you've seen my old videos, you might remember I had and this might be another big clue, but I had a little YOSD doll called Alan, and he was modeled after an anime character from the anime D. Gray Man or manga D. Gray Man, which is my most favorite franchise It's just, I can't even really explain it. It's not necessarily the best anime I've ever seen, like I definitely don't think it is, but as far as the manga and the characters and all that go, it's just definitely the most dear and most special to me. I love his character so much, and this doll would be perfect as Ellen, so I need it. And oh, I've been watching or rewatching the anime recently too, which is just further getting my hopes up, which is dangerous. I talk about him constantly. I've been refreshing his page daily, I mean multiple times a day, like I have a problem, and I've been stalking this person's tweets, and I don't even use Twitter, but I kind of sorted my Twitter out so that I can actually see updates, but the notifications don't work, and I've got notifications on Instagram, but they're often delayed, and I've got a notify me thing set to my email, and what I ended up doing is I set it to an email I don't use for much else, and I have it set on my phone so that if I get an email to that email address, a notification will go off, except it's just a notification, not a ringtone. So I went in and I added a custom notification as a song from my laptop, which is a minute long, and this is a tune from the anime. It's kind of obnoxious. It'll wake me up, that's the hope, and it will go off even if my phone is on do not disturb mode. Those are the lengths I have gone to, so hopefully I won't miss it. If I do get this notification and it goes off, it doesn't matter where I am, hopefully I'll wake up, because I've been known to sleep through alarms, and I have been one to answer phone calls thinking they're alarms and dismissing them. I don't know, guys. Just wish me luck, please, because I need all the luck I can get. Oh, I think Sam's even got something set up so that he'll get an email as well, and I have told a couple of other people in the hope that they can kind of help me not miss it, but it's still uncertain. So I've said a lot. It's probably pretty obvious who I'm talking about or what doll I'm talking about, but that has been my obsession and whatever lately. And to those of you who have been wondering my future doll plans or whatever, it's kind of all become that. Even though I still need a body for my Jury 06, I keep on muddling that up, and my little rebel Andre now, which by the way is a character in my story that is actually going to turn up, not next story video, not the one after, but the one after that, maybe? It could even be like 2 from now, and they don't have a face up, their eyes didn't turn out to be the right size, and they don't have a head, or they have a head, that's all they have. They don't have a body and they don't have hair. That's going to be a thing as well. I probably should be prioritizing that more, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a thing where I'll just have to stop my story videos until I have this doll ready, because otherwise how are you guys going to visualize it? But then do you need that? If I don't have the doll there, it's not really about the dolls anymore. I don't know. If you guys watch my story videos, let me know what you think about that, because I don't know. Even if I guess at worst comes to worst, if I can get the face up done, I will just hold the head or put it on Lee's body. It won't have hair, and just hope that that will make do. It should be fine, and I've been really enjoying telling the story, and it's good, it's good. Okay, the fact that I'm slowing down, I think I've run out of things to say. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. One thing is left in this video though, and that is to reveal who wins Piggy. You guys have been waiting long enough, so let's insert the clip now. Alrighty, it's next day Sarah here, and yes, I'm wearing the same clothes, so don't judge me, but here I have all of the entries, all 104, printed out and cut exactly the same size. Now I have my mixing bowl here, which I am going to use to put all of these in. What I'm going to do is fold all of these and put them into the bowl. It's going to take me a while, so let's get on with it. That sure took a while, but we got there in the end. Anyway though, it's about time I drew a name, so let's give them one last shuffle around, and then I'm going to pick one. This one. Okay, so I'll put that down here, and I've still got it in my hand. I'll open it so you guys can see it first. Who is it? Tell me. Okay, so the winner is Vic Love, and their comment was, so cute, I like many of your videos but am the biggest fan of clothing related videos like Get Ready with Bee, Smart Doll Dress Up and similar. I'd call the cutie Luna or something else to pay homage to the face up. So congratulations Vic, you have won my giveaway. This little girlie is officially yours and I will be getting in touch with you shortly to arrange her shipment. Congratulations again to the winner. I obviously don't know who you are now because I'm past Sarah, but hopefully future Sarah said your name out loud or something of that nature. I really hope that you enjoy her, and whether she is your first doll, second doll, third doll or whatever, I hope that she will be a good part of your crew. One thing I do want to say is that even though I asked you to come up with a name for her, you are by no means obligated to keep that name for her. You can do whatever you like with her. Same goes for her face up and her customizations. She's yours now, so do what you want. And a big thank you to everyone who entered. Sorry to those who weren't fortunate enough to win her, but don't worry, this won't be my last giveaway. And with that, I think I'm finally done here. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below to say hi or, I don't know, wish me luck for this doll I'm pining after. If you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you joined me here. I upload a new video every weekend on Sundays. Thank you so much for watching. It has been lovely, and I'll catch you in another video sometime soon.